Hello, welcome to another Daily Digest video. I'm Merriam today, and I'm playing a deck that looks a lot like Death and Taxes, but doesn't have the Death and Taxes cards. You see Reflector Mage Spell Queller, we have Thalia, at least 2-mana Thalia, Thraben Inspector, but this deck plays Smuggler's Copter, and it plays a couple swords with Trophy Mage to play just a more powerful game. And play Trophy Mage like a pseudo Stoneforge Mystic. And the swords are quite good in the deck. You got good flyers to attach them to, creatures that really want them. You can find whichever one is appropriate for the matchup. We are on the play, which is nice, but given that we're sort of a tempo-style deck, having no play till turn 3 on a 7-card hand is unacceptable, so I'm doing a mulligan. Were I playing against a... had I known the matchup, and I was playing against like a Thoughtseize deck, I might keep that. Just because it was pretty powerful, but against an unknown, I think you need more pressure. And I'm loath to mull to 5, but this also has the same problem. We do have a path to interact. I think if we can just find a creature, we should be good. This is a loose keep on 6, but I'm going to go for it. Etched Champion. Another nice one to attach your equipment to, and goes well with Thraben Inspector and Aether Vial and Smuggler's Copter. You can get Metalcraft. But it is not the creature I want. So I'm actually going to bottom that one and play a Strand. I'm going to crack this Strand on end step. I'd rather not draw a land. Etched Champion's a better draw than a land. So I guess that didn't really matter. Plains Aether Vial, so maybe we are playing against Death and Taxes. Good to get the fetch out of the way then. Oh, there we go. Get a Hallowed Fountain. Oh, right on time. I'm going to make them think we are Death and Taxes as well. Maybe that changes their play. I don't anticipate them Ghost Quarter my Ghost Quarter this turn, so I'd rather leave a path in case that's relevant. If they play an Arbiter, I might just path it. Tidehollow Sculler. Ugh. Well, that's an awkward one. If I path it with the trigger on the stack, they get to take my sword, and they get a land. This way they just take the path, and I might be able to find another removal spell later, or just mow it down with the sword. So I'm just going to let it resolve. Hopefully, oh, well, they just take the sword. Interesting. Well, I don't want to path it right now. I'll just path it later on. Yes, I would like to put a counter there. That's a little awkward in that I can't cast this Avenger yet, but I can... Okay. So what I'm going to do is next turn I'm going to be able to vial in the Avenger, and then path the Sculler on their end step, get the sword back, and hopefully get it immediately with the sword if I draw another land. But I'll take 2 in the meantime. I'm surprised they wouldn't take the path. They weren't being threatened by the sword immediately. Maybe they have some awesome card they want to play here. Awkward that they're... Oh, come on. Really? Another... Yeah, I guess they have a... Okay, now I guess I'm forced to path this other Sculler. Probably just retake the sword. Maybe not. They could just, especially if they have a Revoker, but... Yeah, get back this sword. And they get to resolve the second Sculler. So pretty behind right now. They do take sword again. But unless they have a removal spell, they can't attack effectively. Now they get the... Jeez! Okay then, just tear our entire hand apart. Now we are in horrible shape. That's not bad. Let's sack this canopy to draw a card. And pass the turn. Maybe I shouldn't have sacked actually immediately, but... So my play here is to hope they attack with both, path the one that, yeah. So now I get to path the one that has Avenger under it, and then ambush the other one. And it's, I guess they can Flicker Wisp the other one. Yeah, this is why cracking that canopy was bad. Now they just get a free card here. But hopefully this is sufficiently awkward that I get them. They're probably just gonna. So they get to Flicker Wisp one of them. Thing is, they probably want to Flicker Wisp the one with the sword under it, and let the path resolve. That just gets them an extra land. So I think they got a little antsy with this Flicker Wisp. But I'm gonna be able to get the sword back in my hand. Then they'll. Oh no! They hit my vial. Oh jeez. Oh yeah, I didn't see that line. Man, this card does everything. Sure. Oh, and this is another reason why cracking was bad. Now I can't cast the Avenger. But this is still not the worst. Did they just not? Oh, they've drawn their other basic. That's fine. This comes back. Yes. That is an interesting one. And in fact, I am going to cast it. So I could Vial into the Inspector now, so it's not vulnerable to removal, but I'm going to wait and try to ambush. What do they got? What do they have it for? Huh. Not sure what they're trying to Vial it for. But activate this. Yes. Put this into play. Okay, pro all colors, that's good. I take 7. As long as they don't, if they have removal for the Avenger, I could be in trouble here because they could just race me in the air. Unless I draw a land would be great. What is going on? They just won't let me have my fun. That's actually, yeah, I should have known they had thought now. That's what this deck is. They actually, I think they just take the Avenger here. The Thought Knot checks the Etch Champion. The sword is really, like, I can't get the sword down. They've successfully gotten to the sword, the point where the sword is bad. Just take the Avenger. Which I couldn't really stop. Yep. Down 2 paths, too. We are in rough shape. Huh. Well, let's pass. I think this is just going to be another turn of them firing up the vent and alpha striking. Okay, not firing up the vent. Maybe they have a path. Fortunately, I have to Ghost Quarter this Moorland Haunt to cast my Spell Queller. And now I'm very far away from getting the sword down. But you gotta do what you gotta do. And if they let this happen, I'll just trade with the Flicker Wisp and try to find some other way to check the Thought Knot. But this is not looking good. Ooh, well, I guess they don't have colorless mana to make that work, but that's just another card that's difficult to check. Yeah, let's get this up to 3, and I drew a worthless land. Pretty dead here. Got worked over by Tidehollow Scholar and Flicker Wisp after keeping a sketchy 6. Worked over real bad. So if they attack with everything, ugh. Let's pop this clue. And that's a Seachrome Coast, so I'm dead. Okay. Well, I want more removal spells in this matchup. EE seems good. Is Ghostly Prison good? That's a weird card. The thing is, that the only real removal in my sideboard is Detention Sphere. Do I want Detention Sphere? Like, my Thalias are bad. This card is probably good. Do I want another? So many 3s. Do not have a good sideboard for this matchup. I think I will bring in a D-Sphere. I don't want to cut too many creatures. I don't want to bring in too many equipment. You can say like you want to bring in the white one for Path, but I think the effect on Fire and Ice is the best effect. They're all bad against Displacer because of Devoid, and so I think just the white-black one and the blue-red one are the best. I don't really want that many more. I think I'm just going to go with this. I've raised my curve a little, which I'm not super happy about. Ugh, another bad 7. Gonna mulligan this one. It's too slow. And another all 3s hand. But this is some good 3s, even though the champion's gonna be a while. I think on 6 I keep this. I like that. Gives me another artifact towards Etch Champion. Something to do on turn 2. Oh, whew. Thought I was on my upkeep. Good thing I didn't F6 through my turn. Curve might be a little off in this deck. Adding F Champion, 3-mana equipment, and Trophy Mage puts a real pressure on you to find something early. But our opponent did not have a Vial, which is excellent. Get this down. I'm not going to crack this fetch because I really want to draw a land. You can just find a basic with it. Our mana's good. Ooh, Eldrazi Temple. That's pretty good. Really need a land now. Ooh, and we hit. Excellent. Okay, let's Reflector Mage that, and probably get Thought Knotted next turn, which will be awkward. But need to deal with this Dark Confidant. And mush. No Thought Knot, please. Perfect mana on their side. Tilt. Okay, well that I'm really happy about. I'm just going to get more white mana. Okay, they were trying to set up the Strangler. That's fine. Losing this is not a big deal. Getting another land is nice. Phyrexian Revoker. I'm just going to pass and hope to quell something. I'm not sure what I'm... I guess I Revoker Eldrazi Displacer. That'll be my plan if they don't show me something. Well, hope you don't have another path, but you probably do. They used one pretty aggressively there to deal with kind of mediocre creatures, but this is all I can do. Oh no, they just play the Dark Confidant. That is excellent. Okay. Oh man. Mana away. I'm just going to D-Sphere the Bob. I don't want them getting ahead on cards. And once I find some lands, I should be in very good shape here. That champion is awkward against all these devoid creatures. Just another way this matchup does not line up well for me. You see how awkward that D-Sphere was? Like another cheap removal spell, like a Sun Lance would have been nice. I could play that and either get the sword down or get the champion down. But 3 mana removal spell is just not really what I want, which is why I only brought in 1. Happy to see more lands from them. That's not good. Not good at all. Well, okay. I guess now they just get to take the Revoker. Oh, no. Oh, there's another... I don't have an exiled card. Oh, I think they just screwed this up. Oh, wow. I thought they were going to blink my Spell Queller, undraw step, and Thought Knot me, which I also didn't think was optimal, because once I have a Spell Queller in play and they have Displace with mana up, I can't really cast a spell, which is obviously bad for them. But now I get to land my... even if they Thought Knot me, they just get to take my Revoker and hope I don't draw a removal spell off the trigger. But now I just get to land the Revoker and name Displacer and then play Seraph Avenger. And actually get back into this game. That's another weird way this matchup doesn't line up. Displacer is excellent against Queller. Eldrazi Displacer. And we'll play this one. Maybe they thought... I don't know what they thought they could do, but I did not have an exiled card. That is a blunder for my opponent that I think gets me in this game, provided they don't have a path. Looks like they don't. They could have used it end step. And I'm actually just happy to make this trade so that I preserve my life total and don't risk like getting destroyed by a removal spell. I guess I could have traded both, but I'm waiting to sword this one. And I don't want any further displacers to be good. So I'm fine taking 3. Yeah, I like this block. If I can get the sword to connect. Oh, man, they had the path? Why? Why are you doing this to me? Why? Why? Are they gonna blink my Sarah Avenger? Yeah, to keep that alive. I take 3. And now they have 3 mana up still. So I'm pretty dead. They have the path. Okay, unless they tap out for something. Yeah, and this was the turn I was gonna get to sword them. Okay, what are they? They're targeting their own. Oh, they path, so now they have something. Okay. Well, now, yeah, now they get to take my sword with Thought-Knot Seer. Yeah, none of this is good. Maybe I needed to have more D-Spheres in just because there's so many things I need to kill. Yep, that's gone. Let's play this Aether Hub. And crack this Clue. And another land. Well, they have 10 damage and it can blink this and my Etch Champion, so I'm pretty dead. I guess I'll make them kill me. Do get to attack for 3. I got worked over real hard in these games. The Eldrazi and Taxes deck is very good in matchups like this. My deck is also set up to be good in matchups like this, but in different ways, and all the ways that our cards lined up is bad for me. Displacer against Queller, Devoid cards against Etch Champion. Them having just better removal, probably. We both only play Pass, but I bet they have some black removal in their deck, which is way better than my Detention Spheres. Oh, yeah. Okay. Guess they're just playing it safe here. I have the other exiled card from Thought-Knot now. So they can kill my Sarah Avenger and mush me for 7. Take 7. Oh, and another Bob, sure. Come on, Wrath of God, which would be insane. That one is not good enough. Okay, yep. They're just Thought-Knotting me on draw step. Why not? I could chain a bunch of 2 paths here and get back into the game that way. But no. Didn't do it. They should take my Thraben Inspector, because Trophy Mage means they win. I guess they don't know. I could have something weird. But now I can chain a bunch of paths again. Probably shouldn't have cracked that. I was just trying to give myself better outs of drawing this ridiculous thing, but I've made the Bob a lethal attacker now. Crack this Clue. Well, there's one. Yeah, gotta target this one. One more path, and we might be in business. Still really far behind. Smuggler's Copter. Yeah, now I'm getting punished for cracking the fetch. No, they just have Displacer. They just tap our things. Okay. I'm dead. Wow. Kind of got worked over. Didn't really get to do my deck's cool stuff because I just got crushed by Eldrazi. Displacer is a tough one to beat in creature matchups when both people are light on removal. Just takes over the battlefield so quickly, and they had a lot of mana to sink into it with 2 temples in that second draw, but gave it our best shot, was not good enough. Probably I misstepped when I sacked the canopy in game 1. A couple little things I could have done better, but as on the whole, I'm just so far behind in that matchup. That Eldrazi and Taxes deck is pretty good, by the way. But regardless, hope you enjoyed it, and you can come back and see me on Friday. Bye.